Have you ever wondered about the bones of a story? What did the outline look like before the characters hijacked it? Ophelia Key always wondered the same things about her own stories. As a discovery writer, the chaotic pantser style, not even the author knew how the tales in the Draoithe Saga would go until they went. Backward analyzing one story while busy writing the next tale or two somehow never happened. Apparently, OK put things off long enough, and some fancy computer magic will provide us with those long-wished-for story overviews. We can finally X-ray the tales from the dream and see their skeletons. Shall we investigate the next story in the dream?
All right, today we are jumping into a world that is right on the brink, a place where the line between a villain and a hero, or punishment and penance, gets really, really blurry. Let's get into the story of Devil's Sins and Apocalypse Denied.
And yeah, this quote, it just nails the central question, doesn't it? I mean, how can the source of a massive problem also be its only solution? How does a truly heinous criminal become the last hope for stopping the end of the world? This one paradox is the engine that drives this entire story.
So before we can get to the solution, we've got to talk about the problem. And that problem has a name, Daniel Leiriu. He's the threat. He's the criminal. He is the devil who kicks this whole crazy chain of events into gear. And wow, the contrast here is just night and day. See, Daniel wasn't always this monster. He was actually a prince, a decorated knight from the devil realm, the Draoithe. But now, he's a fugitive, a shadow of what he once was, wanted for a laundry list of terrible crimes. So, what on earth happened?
Well, it all comes down to his magic. In his world, chaos magic is power. But here, in the human world, under the light, it's a curse. It's like a poison to the mind that causes paranoid schizophrenia, blackouts, you name it. He isn't just evil, he's magically, dangerously unstable.
And the stakes are absolutely sky high. Daniel is breaking a sacred law, and the Amazon queen, Hippolyta, is furious. His instability could literally unleash an apocalypse. So what do you get? You get this massive joint mission, a team-up between the fierce Amazons and the powerful immortals of Draoithe, all hunting this one broken devil.
But, you know, every villain's story has a victim, right? And as this huge hunt for Daniel ramps up, we need to turn our focus to the woman whose life he completely shattered, Amrita Saint.
You have to understand, before all this went down, Amrita was a total rock star, a brilliant guitarist with this incredible, magical gift for music. She was playing the best shows of her life and was right on the verge of making it big. Her future was shining so bright.
And then, just like that, it was all gone. Right after a career-defining performance, she's kidnapped. She's tortured, her hand is crushed, and then her attacker pours acid over her face. She's left permanently blind and horribly scarred. By the time her rescuers, the immortals of Draoithe, finally get to her, it's too late. The damage is done. The rising star is gone, and all that's left is, as the book says, just a disfigured blind woman. There's no magic wand here, no easy fix, just a woman trying to pick up the pieces of a stolen future.
Okay, so this is it. This is the moment where these two separate threads, the monster and his victim, are about to crash into each other in a way you would never expect. The hunt for Daniel Leiriu is finally about to end. So, the plan they came up with? It's brutally simple and lethal. Step 1. Use an enchanted orchestra to lure Daniel into a trap. Step 2. Hit him with a spell woven into the music to shut down his chaos magic. And step 3. Execute him. Right there. No trial, no jail. Just done.
But here's the twist. When they've got him, he's on his knees, totally powerless, and he doesn't fight. He doesn't curse them. He just whispers one single word. Finally. And in that one moment, everything changes. It becomes crystal clear he wasn't running from them, he was running to them.
I mean, this is the absolute turning point of the whole story. The Amazon prince, Julian Cronus, he's the one who gets it. He looks at this broken devil and realizes death isn't a punishment for him. It's an escape. It's the release he's been craving. Killing him would be giving him exactly what he wants.
So now you've got this huge dilemma. Amazon law is pretty clear. For these crimes, the penalty is death or service. The warrior Princess Zephyria demands death, no question. But Julian, using his authority as a prince, makes a completely shocking call. He claims Daniel as his own personal slave, saving his life and forcing him to face the very thing he wants to run from.
Okay, so let's recap. The devil is caught, but he's not dead. Now what? What in the world do you do with a suicidal, magically unstable devil who is now, legally, your slave? Julian's act of mercy just created a whole new, very strange problem.
And that's the big question hanging over everyone's heads in Draoithe. They have this incredibly dangerous being on their hands, and killing him is no longer an option. They have to find a way to stabilize him, to contain his magic before it tears the world apart. But how?
What's wild is how they tackle this. It's almost like a science experiment. They figure out that Daniel's chaos magic needs a human anchor, what they call a mate host, to ground it. And the checklist for this person is incredibly specific. They have to be human, gifted with some magic, innocent, and crucially, they need to live shielded from the light. And there's only one person who ticks every single one of those boxes, Amrita.
And this all leads to the craziest, most unbelievable plan you can imagine. Daniel Leiriu, the man who is the very source of her trauma, is going to become her full-time, 24/7 caretaker, her assistant, her protector. It's just mind-blowing.
So this completely bizarre setup is the new reality. It's a kind of penance you just couldn't make up, and it forces these two incredibly broken people into a strange, volatile new relationship.
What you get is this intense codependency. She's blind and vulnerable, she needs help to navigate the world and maybe, just maybe, find her music again. He's a broken devil who must serve her as his penance. His stability and the world's safety literally depend on them being together.
And you gotta understand, the stakes here are just astronomical. This isn't just about one man finding redemption or one woman healing from trauma. Their strange, forced partnership is now the only thing standing between the world and a full-blown apocalypse. Everything is riding on this.
So this whole thing just leaves you with these huge, looming questions, right? Can a person really find forgiveness by serving the one they hurt? Can you ever build trust on a foundation of such deep trauma? I mean, is this whole experiment a brilliant path to salvation, or is it a complete recipe for disaster?
In the end, it all boils down to this one single question. Can a criminal devil and a blind woman somehow find a way to deny an apocalypse together? Their journey is going to be about sacrifice, self-discovery, and finding hope when it seems absolutely impossible. And the answer? Well, it could save them, and it could save us all.
I sincerely hope you enjoyed this view of a story skeleton, glimpsing the characters, setting, and plot structure along with the twists within the writing in this tale from the Draoithe Saga by Ophelia Key. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more original stories and audio adventures. A special thank you to OK Music Writers for writing and for sharing the Enter the Dream soundtrack. It's more than a story, it's an experience. Welcome to the dream.